so much.
Of course. Let's get one more. Oh, Tim's got his hand up. All right, we're bringing it over to you, Tim.
Hey, so thank you so much. First of all, thank you guys for having me here. I was so asleep at 7 a.m. And then I woke up somehow and I saw Michonne had called me. And so, you know what? I hopped on here and y'all were already doing the burpees or the push-ups and the planks. So that got me so awake already. But yeah, that's so funny because I just sent my gratitude text to Michonne and Larry. And, you know, without them, I really just wouldn't have understood this in the same way. And so thank you so much to Michonne and to Larry as well. And Marlon, thank you to you. Ever since I joined that first call with the 100 push-ups, I've been doing the 100 push-ups almost every morning. It hasn't been perfect, but almost every morning. And yeah, you know what? I'm just so grateful to be here. Very excited to be here. So yeah, thank you guys. Couldn't be more grateful.
Bro, you know what's crazy? What you just said something so cool. You said two things. One, you said Michonne actually had called you this morning, which I love because Michonne's like, oh, yo, why are you not on here? Let me call and make sure. So she went out. It wasn't just like here's the invite, here's the text. Like she reminded you. And that's what good
Yeah.
friends will do. Good friends will remind us, right? Good friends will, in the moment, be like, oh, why are you not here? And they'll call you again. Hey, I noticed I didn't see you. They'll check in again, right? So that's one. But then the second thing was you said, hey, without them, I might not have understood this the way that I do understand it now. And that's the part that really stood out to me because I used to make the mistake of just giving a book. I'd be like, oh, here you go, Rocky, read this book. And then I'd give the book to Rocky. And then I'm like, why does Rocky not understand it? And Rocky's capable of reading. So I'm like, what the hell? Maybe she just didn't read the book. But then I realized maybe she doesn't have the same context, right? I gave her the content without the context. And so this happens. Right now, we live in a day and age where information, there is so much of it. There's an abundance of information. In fact, it is so readily available that it is actually overwhelming. We've passed that day of information where information used to be gate kept. It's no longer gate kept. In fact, you can go down any rabbit hole that you want. In fact, some rabbit holes overwhelm me because too much information comes to me all at once. And I'm like, whoa, you actually need to stop because I know you're trying to teach me, but you're actually overwhelming me now. Like I know I asked to learn this, but it's too much too soon. And so we need somebody in the day and age where there's this overabundance. We need somebody to distill it and give context to what we actually need and give it to us in the amounts that we need it in the time that we need it. And I'm just letting y'all know that because you have the ability to do that with other people because you're going and you're gathering and you're making sense of the information. You're making sense of the experiences. You're making sense of the knowledge. And then you're able to, like, this is literally like what I do when I coach. It's like, if you guys like, let me take you a sneak peek into like my coaching world. I've been studying personal development, mindset, subconscious reprogramming, self-development for over a decade now. And when people come to me, I'm not just throwing everything at them. I'm listening to them to understand contextually what's missing at this current juncture in their life. And it's like, oh, okay, that's the part you need to hear right now. Got it. And you only need just that part. And so I'm just going to fill in just enough of that gap so that the train can keep going down the track. That's what we can do for each other. That's what we have to build. That's like literally what you just described, Tim. I'm like, damn, Michonne's good. That's what Michonne
Oh
did
yeah.
for you.
Oh
Gave you
yeah.
just the piece of the track that you needed for enough to keep the train going. And then the next time you get stuck, you're able to come back and say, oh, okay, I just need that one piece.
Absolutely.
So
And I just wanted to say I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful to be a part of her family and a part of this family as well. And I read, so many books and they're great. They're great, but it never compares to having someone next to you that can actually see what you're doing, whether that's a coach, whether that's someone, a mentor, somebody in your personal life that can really help you dial that in. It's anyone on this call, it's so important, I think. And one more gratitude I just share. I texted Michonne. I also texted my girlfriend because Michonne mentioned I'd kick some vices. Me and my girlfriend kicked some vices together. And she just, you know what? She's a great woman and she inspires me so much in every way to be a better man and to just step up to the plate. So, yeah, I just had to share those. Thank you guys so much.